So for Rant Day, I want to talk about competitive online gaming or esports. I am very interested in this because I follow League of Legends pretty often, and this weekend they had a really big match where the pool was, I think, $2 million or something like that. It was pretty fantastic, and the whole setup was something to watch. I think the production value has reached where it should be to be entertaining for the general public. I have heard a couple of people say that some games like League are too complex to grab the audience it needs to sustain itself, but I don't really know about that because sports in general are pretty complex too, and they never even spend the time to explain their rules. You either know or you don't. When you're watching football, they don't stop for a tip of the day of a specific rule that you may not have heard of. It just doesn't happen. Audiences will catch on, and they may not understand all of the subtle nuances, but they'll understand the general game and start to like the players themselves. Extra Credit says, when you're making a game, you should have a spectating audience in mind if you wanted to get popular in esports. And I think that would be amazing if throughout the whole design process they thought, this is going to be shown to a bunch of people, so this is how replays are going to be done, and they think about a whole other way of viewing the game as a spectator. Right now that'd be a lot of time spent in a game that you can't guarantee will be popular for competitive play, so I don't know if that's really the right way to go, but it would still be pretty great. Of course, during this broadcast they had several major internet problems which brought down the whole game. On Saturday they didn't manage to finish the first set. This is really unfortunate, but I think if League had a LAN version, the players could have continued and we could have watched it whenever they managed to get control of their internet, move that video file to somewhere else and streamed it from there. That would have been much better than the hours sitting waiting for matches to start and then the matches getting cut off more than once after a little bit of gameplay. Some of those waits were so long, we started to watch some random French dudes show some ridiculous stuff and ran into some things I've never seen before. So I guess it was still an okay experience. But overall, it was very high production. The announcers have gotten so much better from when I first started seeing League. They would spend most of their time talking about the most basic things that you could talk about. Like, oh, this person is good in mid lane because he's a mid laner and stuff like that for like 30 minutes. But these guys were talking for almost 4 hours and still maintain moderately interesting discussions. This is, though, where the big advantage for esports comes around over normal sports is the interactivity. Man, Reddit's pumping with different things and creating memes and jokes on the fly, and the announcers are watching and keeping up with that. Tomorrow's tip day will be about taking down torrents in TF2. I'll see you then. Bye.